back with part 2 of the top 15 DreamWorks films. At number 10, it's Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek at 4. Yeah, well, I kind of forgot at the title of the last movie, but technically it's Shrek 4. Rumpelstiltskin is back in the original story they used to do. It's both kind of sleazy. Is he angered because as his parents didn't want to have any business with him. Something like that. Because this was that as the freaking Shrek into signing an agreement that says Shrek can gain his freedom from his family and everyone else around him and to be a real ogre again in exchange for one day in his life. And according to Stiltskin, that would be the day he was born. So technically, Shrek didn't even exist in the movie. Yeah, at this point, but he does, because it's in the contract. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know how that works. Shrek, unfortunately, gone and non-existent. Rumpelstiltskin takes over. The DreamWorks version of Hollywood, I guess I'd call it. No, Hollywood, I guess that's what it would be called. Where he's accompanied by witches. And because of Rumpelstiltskin, we actually get to see what would happen if none of the characters in Shrek actually met. Fiona would never get rescued, and that's where actually managed to get out of the tower. And basically be a warrior among ogres. Whereas Donkey was still with them and taking away person birds would turn out like Garfield, and even Dragon become a dungeon monster. He's done the field went and Shrek break of that and making things right. Now, on to number 9. Actually, this was about from a TV series this time. And at number 9, it's Culverton, The Monsters vs. Aliens, the TV series. Now it's on iTunes. From what I've seen, Culverton is definitely a villain. And when he first appeared, you can already tell what's going to happen. He's going to try to stage an operation where his own people are going to take over the planet. And by doing some weird stuff involving the president. And ever since that first episode where he was shown, Culverton has been secretly plotting an world domination. And another one thing I kind of found weird about him, other than the fact that Jeff Bennett is voicing him, is that he's incredibly loyal for someone so smart. I mean, think about it. This guy's able to use telekinesis, and he has a levitating chair that can produce arms and legs. As yet this guy cannot create his own robo suit. So there was actually an episode where her finally teach the dangers of a person, but in alien language, which actually does have disastrous effects when you use them. And when one of the characters warns everyone, and that even in the mouth, from the mouth of a brainless idiot, these words can be dangerous. He also had a thought that thinks, brainless idiot, huh? Let's see how much damage I can do. And not only gets Bob to say these words, but also the president. Oh, great. I do find it hilarious. It's more than he was evil. Mostly because as he always gets his comeuppance later on in the series, one way or another. Another way, this is from another TV series. It's the Rat King from the Penguins of Madagascar. No, I would put that Dr. Blowhole and the entire inhabitants of Hoboken and Zoo. They won this first. What? But the Rat King, I find more. No. I don't think about this for a second. You know what? I take that back. Most of the villains from Penguins of Madagascar are number 8. Rat King included. Let me explain why. The Rat King is evil for a couple of episodes, but at least he's funny. Also because of his voice, I don't know who it is, but I've heard the voice before. This guy's voice is Batman, and Batman, the Brave and the Bold. He's Hostile Dino. From the Born Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I know that. But the way he sounds almost sounds like Macho Man when he said it. And that I still find kind of hilarious whenever I hear someone imitating him. Basically, the Rat King is this laboratory experimental rat who became the leader of all these other little sewer rats. And there are a couple of episodes where he stands out the most. Of course, when they are, there you go. Other villains from the series include Rhonda the Walrus, who basically antagonizes and always been held by the otter. Again, I'm sorry if I forget the name, and it's been a while since I've seen the series. Oh yeah, that's right, Marlene. Thank you, Brian. And the Penguins assumed that she was spy because there's something wrong with the shipping order. Or on the fact that I'm working on and a super secret in a budget. For some odd reason, no one would know where it is. And I think it's just a mystery tool to me. Turns out she was a spy and sent to Hoboken. There's Hans the Puppet, voiced by John DiMaggio, who also voices Rico. And all that exaggerated German accent. And if you've seen the YouTube clip from when they were in Comic Con reading off a script that was never aired. It sounds pretty funny when you think about it. And you can actually visualize these characters as the voices actually come from the people. Now, another article I can mention is that, forgive me again, I don't remember the name, but this particular python who wanted to prey upon not only the penguins but also the lemurs. There's Marlene. He's defeated twice and sent to Hoboken. But the biggest villain name I can bring up from the Penguins of Madagascar is Dr. Blowhole. Voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, as I mentioned before, or in the reprise of the top episode in non-Disney villain songs. Dr. Blowhole is one of the biggest baddies the Penguins have ever had and to face off against. And he's actually had two appearances. In his first appearance, he teams up, well, sort of teams up with King Julian in order to melt the polar ice caps flooding the world. Because due to an accident that occurred sometime even before the series, I guess, Blowhole used to be performing in Dolphin and was done in New York recording him, I guess. But then in stuff where he had to go through a ring of fire, somehow must have scarred him so bad that and he covered up down his eyes with this cybernetic eye. He attached. And yeah, I know it's not obvious, but because he has no actual limbs other than flippers, he rides around on this little moped. And there's a segue up the way it is. And he's also accompanied by lobsters of all sea creatures. And speaking of the penguins of Madagascar, I just have one little question. And we've waited a long time and for DreamWorks spin-off movie. I mean, to run Shrek, we got Puss in Boots. Where's Donkey's movie? I guess we're never gonna know. Now, from Madagascar, we got the TV series, The Penguins of Madagascar, and now in the future, they're getting their own movie. And from what I've done on the wiki, the villain in that movie should be better. Or the yes. But whatever happens, on to number 7. Chantal Dubois from Madagascar is the most wanted. And Dubois is the Danish version of Cruella de Vil. She's accompanied by the following tentacles, which are part of Interpol or normal control. Right? And because she's more like Cruella de Vil, and then when we first see her, she has mounted animals up her wall, and she carries a tranquilizer gun around with her, and is also kind of a little intimidating at times. In fact, after her husband and wind up in the hospital in order to revitalize them, and the more her of a well-tuned fighting force. Excuse me. Somehow, for some weird reason, she is singing the French national anthem. And I know it is because, well, somehow I can understand it. Basically, she can do it, and then this movie, doing that, she's going after her main characters because she wants us to capture her and kill Alex the lion. Seeing that that's the only animal she has not killed yet. She's defeated, and when she and her henchmen are boxed up and sent to Madagascar. Number 6. So Lower on this one, and he's a villain for most of the movie, but makes up for it in the end. And that's Megamind from Megamind. Yeah, this movie is a little strange in my eyes. Is you follow a character whose planet basically was destroyed and then a black hole. Unless he actually stopped, he found Superman and came to Earth. With that, and as they rocketing towards Earth, there's another Earth from a superhero planet. That basically steals Megamind's home from the beat. And while Metro Man ends up living the life of luxury, Megamind ends up growing up in a prison and raised by the inmates. And that's why he learns to be evil. Even though it's been second best in Metro Man, and he's always starting up until finally he comes up with a plan to kill him. Well, as it turns out, excuse me, what are you guys looking at? Why? Keep the dogs out. Sorry about that. Megamind and once more capture drops in energy, and Metro Man has to save her. This turns out to be a good play, and seeing that Megamind has trapped his nemesis in the abandoned planetarium. He has a satellite laser ready to destroy him. And we almost think that he's actually destroyed Superman. And as it turns out, later on in the film, after faked his death, because he was tired of going after Megamine. Really, you kind of look at the design, and with the mail and all that, and you have to state as your own death. And like I said, Megamine, and makes up for his villainy by becoming the hero later on. But he creates his own villain, Titan. With that being said, let's go on to number 5, which is Don Reno from Shark Tale. Now, I for one find the gangsters interesting. By gangsters, I mean mafia. And ever since Spike TV started to air the Glorious Warrior series, I tuned in to every episode, up to the series finale with vampires versus zombies. But the two episodes that I loved the most were Al Capone versus Jesse James, the Mafia versus the Yakuza. Don Leon definitely represents mafioso crime boss. And that he wants his sons to take over the business, I guess. I don't know what that would be. Which is basically a threatening sites likes to pay him and for protection. So, what I might know about marine life, great white sharks are a creature you do not want to mess with. If not even a pufferfish wants to mess with a great white. Unfortunately, due to a freak accident where Frankie ends up getting killed by an anchor that Oscar was mistakenly crowned a hero, we don't know what's going to happen. And there's basically a chase scene and where Oscar traps him in the water. As in the end, we are no longer the villain. Yeah, no, I'm getting and kind of ridiculous on this one. Really, no, no. But let's move on to number 4. And for number 4, this one, it might not be that big of a surprise to a lot of you out there who have seen DreamWorks movies. But this list is mostly about villains who have appeared anywhere between 1 to multiple times in the movie. And with number 4, it's Galaxon from Monsters vs. Aliens. This guy is the main villain of the movie because he sends an alien robot to get at the space his element, I guess I can call it, Susan, aka Ginormica, which he plans to use in order to clone himself so he can take over the every other area he wants to do. And then I think about Monsters vs. Aliens is definitely like a crossover between the bigger and the most well-known monsters. There's in the 1950s. We have Godzilla as Mothra except the forest. We have Link, who's basically the creature from the Black Lagoon. Dr. Cockroach, which is the fly. Bob, the Blob. Even though Roundcrow himself is the 50-foot woman. And of course, Glass are that stereotypical alien. And who wants to enslave humanity. Now, it only appeared around the last third of the movie. Either way, really, it becomes a great villain. But in his first appearance, there's not really a whole lot to say. I'll stop this for right now. I'll see you in part 3. We'll go to the top 3 in the DreamWorks film. These ones are above every other villain on this list, or